we going.
Alright, what's up you guys? Dirty Fargo here, and it's been a long while. I haven't recorded in, I don't know, it must be at least 2 weeks, maybe longer, and probably longer actually. And I guess I probably should have made a video kind of explaining what was going on, but I'll just explain right now. Basically I've been having a lot of computer issues. So I know I complained before about how my game, whenever I went to record, it would lag, freeze, and screw up my recording. Well, that started happening like a lot more often, and I basically made it so I couldn't record anymore. So I ended up trying to get it fixed. I sent it away, and he fixed a few problems on my computer. Left the graphics card unplugged when he gave it back to me though. So I don't know if this guy actually knew what he was doing, because who leaves the graphics card unplugged? Like, I had to get my buddy Zio to help me plug that back in, because I don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, he fixed a few things, but it's still lagging and freezing my recording sometimes. So I'm gonna hope that this works, so I can get a video to you guys. But I don't know. I got my fingers crossed, but let's try to get through the episode so we can so it'll actually work. But yeah, that's where I've been, and in the meantime, I've got a lot done on this world. I've got a decent amount done on Minevoid, not a whole ton done on Minevoid, I guess. Because I took a break from my computer for a while there, because I was just like, oh man, I can't even do anything, you know. But anyways, on this world I've got a lot done, and there was a few times where I went to record, and I thought I was recording, so I was doing stuff that I wanted to do on camera, like craft certain expensive items and, I don't know, build certain things, but then the recording screwed up, so I didn't get a chance to do them. Well, I did them, but not on camera, so yeah, you'll have to excuse me. This is the only episode, hopefully, that will be that way. I try to usually do most of the important big crafting stuff on camera, just so you know I'm not cheating, but you know, I hope you guys take my word for it anyways, that I did this all legit, because cheating's for suckers anyways. I don't know who would do that. So anyways, I guess let's get to showing you around. I don't want to waste too much time talking about nothing. But I guess first I should talk about the changes in the mod pack. So I made a few changes. I am on hard, right? Yeah. The big change I've made is getting rid of Mo creatures. That's the one big change I made. And I like Mo creatures. I really do. But I found out, I wanted to test without it, and it solved a ton of my issues. Like, a ton. So, first of all, I was having that issue where I wasn't getting any angry zombies. We do not have that issue anymore, as I will show you. Hopefully we'll be able to find an angry zombie. Ah, there's some zombies over there. Probably one of them's mad. Yep, they're both mad. Angry villager zombie. So yeah, I've got angry zombies. I wasn't getting any Enderman in the end, and now I've got Enderman in the end. As soon as I removed more creatures, you know, it solved that problem. Also, a problem that you probably never seen really, but there was no witches in the witch farm. So I guess like special spawning was like overridden. It seems like I was getting like the normal spawns, but like all the things that were supposed to like specially happen weren't happening. So now I'm getting witch spawns as well. So it's awesome. It solved like every one of my problems. So I was like, you know what? I guess it's pretty incompatible, so I guess I can't really use it. So I got rid of Mo creatures, but as you might be able to tell, it glitched through the world and you could see one of them, but there's these other mobs that spawn now and they didn't spawn before. So I think Mo creatures completely overrid all the other mob spawning from other mods. as well as I think it overrid the vanilla spawns as well. I'm trying to find one right now, but I might not be able to. But there's these not new mobs, but the dungeon mobs mod adds a lot of mods. Oh man, that's hard to say. The dungeon mobs mod adds a lot of mobs, hostile mobs, like the Rakasha and the Ghoul, which I've shown you before. But there's other ones like the Troll and Hellhounds and all these other ones that you can find on the surface. But I can't seem to find one right now. They're usually everywhere. I'm yet to find this. I was just looking for mobs, and I've never seen this before. So that's awesome. I found another one just like this, over there recently. And it actually was the thing that had the Infinity one. Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry. Looting 3, nice. That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. But cool little dungeon cave. See if I can just kill these guys. I love the dismemberment mod, even though the only part I hate about it is trying to walk over the bodies after. It's really annoying. But, yeah, there's nothing, both the times I found one of these little structures, there's nothing in that chest down there. But anyways, I guess I can't really find any. Let me turn my waypoints on so I know which way's home. Okay. I found out, yeah, you could turn your waypoints on and off, which is really nice because they were getting really in my way and annoying. And I also found out, you might be noticing by my mini-map, that you can see mobs with Ray's minimap, which I didn't even know. Okay, calm down, load the chunks. I have it on short plus 16 render distance right now, only because I don't want it to lag out and screw up my recording, so I'm just taking precautions. And I have it on fast and stuff. But for some reason the rubber trees aren't on fast tree mode. So that's kind of weird. But okay, stop talking about nothing. But yeah, okay, so that was the one of the mod changes I did. And I'm happy I did it, even though it sucks to lose all the Mo creatures mobs, because they were cool. Oh, you just saw glitch through the ground there. We could see one of the special mobs. But yeah. Another thing I did was recently, I did this actually last night, I did this change to the mod pack. I removed Tinker's Construct, and the first reason I removed it was because I was reading the forum on Tinker's Construct. I can't talk right now, sorry, I just woke up. I probably shouldn't be recording right when I wake up, but yeah, it's like one of the frequently asked questions was, is there a 1.4.7 version? And the mod author's answer was no. So I don't know if he got rid of his 1.47 version or if it was never stable. So I don't know, but if the mod author is saying it never existed, but it did exist, I was using it, you know. I was using Tinker's Construct for 1.4.7, but maybe it wasn't ready or wasn't by the same author as the Tinker's Construct that I'm looking for, so I removed it. And also it was interfering with a mod that I really wanted to add called Minefactory Reloaded, which is awesome. It's such an awesome mod, and it looks really fun. And it's actually it's not just a decorative mod. It does add some decorative blocks, but it is actually what added this tinted glass here, which looks freaking amazing, by the way. Like, that's light blue and yellow tinted glass, and yeah, it looks awesome. But it adds a bunch of decorative stuff, but it also adds a lot of automation stuff, like really cool automation stuff. It actually adds some Redpower style wiring as well, but I'll probably be more using the automated stuff. But anyways, so that is that. I think. Oh yeah, and also I updated all the mods. So we have stuff like, you might have noticed, I'm in my new armor here, and it's an advanced nano chestplate, which you can make like this. This is one of the things that I did try to do on camera, but you know, I already explained that. So yeah, I just needed a nano suit plus all this stuff plus my electric jetpack that I already had, and bam. And it just basically is like the electric jetpack, advanced electric jetpack, but with like more intense armor. So awesome, really cool. But yeah, I updated all the mods in the mod pack, so we should be good to go. Why is this? Oh, because it's just turning day. It hasn't fired up yet. So that's that. I think that's the only changes I did to the mod pack. I think. But yeah, this raised minimap thing has been very helpful for me for finding caves, because like during the day there won't be many mobs on the surface, so you can kind of see where the caves would be, which is really helpful. There's actually a lot of little cheaty things you can do with raised minimap, but I'm not gonna do them. Like you can add death points, which I don't like having. You can add, but yeah, you can change the surface, the minimap to caving, so you can see caves and stuff. There's a bunch of different things you can do with it, but I don't really want to be cheaty with it. I just kind of want it to be helpful. So yeah, I guess let's get on to showing you the few things I've done around here. Okay, so the first thing you might have noticed is that little contraption over here, and it is my new and improved chicken farm. Man, that's freaking loud. Gonna turn my volume down for a second. Yeah, but basically I'm using the chicken farm because I don't need that many eggs. You know, I don't even need close to that many eggs. So I'm using it to auto-generate myself some scrap. So basically the eggs go into the recycler, which is powered by this advanced solar panel right here, and the recycler turns them into scrap. And it's been getting me a lot of scrap. Like, it is working well. Like, I probably have a little bit too many chickens there. Holy, 193. I probably have a little bit too many, but I wanted it to work well. So I'm going to be doing different methods of auto-generating scrap, but for now this has been working really well, and it's got me a lot of UU. Because there's a few nights where I AFK'd overnight. Not for that, but I AFK'd overnight, and it actually got me quite a lot of scrap. And see, we still have like over a stack of UU matter here, so we're kind of balling. And you might notice here we have one hybrid solar panel, and we have one over here. So these are one of the things that I tried to do on camera that failed. I wanted to craft it on camera, but you know how it is. But these generate 8 times as much EU, and they output, I think it's 4 times as much. Yeah, they generate like 4 times as much, and they output, they output 4 times as much, and they generate about 8 times as much. So really, really awesome addition, like 8 times. So it's like basically having 8 hybrid solar panels, I think. So, you know, my power system is pretty decently set up, and I've got another one here, which I'm going to be explaining what that's for in a bit, but I just wanted to show you how to make it. So it's really not that expensive. You just need an advanced solar panel, which I actually have a few extras of right now. I wonder how expensive the ultimate is. I think it's really expensive, but the most expensive 2 parts of this are the iridium plate and the enriched sunradium. So the iridium plate, I needed 2 of these, so I needed 8 iridium. So 8 times 7 is, so I needed 56 UU to make both of these, which is not too bad. So 56 UU for both of those, and then I need one of these, which costs some uranium, which I have a decent amount of, and it cost me 6 UU. So 56 plus 6 is 62, so 62 EU to make one of these. So like not UU, sorry, but I could make another one right now. I'm not going to because we have too much to show right now, but yeah, that's how you make it. And they changed the texture for this, and I think it looks really cool. And they also changed it for the sunradium. It looks awesome though. So that's my power situation. And oh yeah, I got this white tinted glass from Minefactory Reloaded around here, and then I've got these lamps which I didn't know about before. I don't know what mod they're from, but really cool looking. I like that a lot better than the glowstone I had in here before. I'm gonna try to get rid of all these torches all around because I don't like them. It's much better when you have it lit up like that. Okay, so another thing that I said that I wanted to do is, well, actually, I'm gonna grab something first. I'm gonna show you something that I kind of did because I wanted to. Yeah, just because I wanted to. So, well, I always, from like the first day on this server, I saw this witch hut, and I was like, I want a witch soul shard spawner. So I made a little farm out of this witch hut. If it loads here. I hate being on short render. Oh, you can see them all glitch through the wall there. But it works really well. Like, oh yeah, you can see them on my minimap. There's quite a few of them in there, isn't there? But it works really well. It's nothing special though. Like they literally just like fall through the cracks and then come down here into this little room, and then I would kill them. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you my swords, but I'll show you those in a bit. But I made these vile swords with Soul Stealer enchant on it, so it ranked my numbers up quickly. I think I don't know, I had Soul Stealer 4 on all of them, so basically I think that gets me 5 souls, or maybe it's 4, but I think it's 5 souls per kill. So every time, say if there's 100 witches here, I'd get 500 kills. So it ranked my soul shard up quickly, and I already have a tier 5 witch soul shard that I'm going to be using. That'll probably be what I do next episode, because oh man, that's going to be so useful to have that much like redstone and glowstone and gunpowder and all that good stuff. But yeah, they just come down here. There's no like crusher or anything. I just killed them. It was just a simple setup because I knew it was going to be temporary, because I knew that, you know, I'd be making a tier 5 witch thing that would be much better. So I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but it still works really well. I'm guessing that I'm probably going to get hurt right now. Okay, he didn't get me. Nice. It's hard to get them before they throw a potion at you. So on the top row, they get tricked into walking off because they think that this is a floor, this trapdoor here. So you need to have these trapdoors all around. This is just doing it without any shifting floors, and you know, I just wanted it to be like simple. So it works though really well. You didn't have to use any pistons or anything, and it works really well. So they just walk off this bottom floor here. They don't need any help walking off. They will just walk off, and the streams just all push to that one central area, and there you go. So pretty simple. It didn't even take me long to build at all. Like, obviously, it's just a freaking box. Like, and I didn't even spend any time into like making it look nice, because I might just get rid of it eventually because I won't need it, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I guess if I wanted 2 tier 5 witch spawners, I'd need it. So maybe I won't get rid of it just yet. But that is that. I always, without my waypoints and on this short render distance, I get lost. Okay, so another thing that I needed was, well, I guess I'll show you that also I have 312 Endermen killed, but those are a little harder for me to like kill a lot of, because they have so many more hit points that I need to like hit them with the nano saber first before hitting them with my soul stealer sword, which, oh yeah, I'll show you those. But I still don't have quite enough Endermen. I have tier 3, which is decent, but so yeah, I wanted a rubber farm, and this rubber farm is going to be very useful for all my IC2 stuff, my Buildcraft stuff, and it's going to be useful for Minefactory Reloaded too, because Minefactory Reloaded uses these things called plastic sheets a lot, like in a lot of recipes. So if I click uses, oh no. But if I click uses here, should be good. Yeah, you need these machine blocks for like pretty much every machine, and you can make a bunch of other stuff with it too. There's one glitch, which I haven't figured out how to fix yet. Maybe I might have to get rid of bows, but I don't think I will. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a hammer for Minefactory Reloaded, and I guess it's taken over by the ender bow. So yeah, that's supposed to be a hammer. But anyways, these plastic sheets are really important for Minefactory Reloaded, and how you get them is from 4 raw plastic, and how you get 4 raw plastic, you smelt rubber. So makes sense, right? I guess. So rubber is really useful to me right now, but I've got this nice rubber farm set up. So it's powered by these two advanced solar panels over there going into these, what am I talking about? Electric engines. So if I turn it on here, yeah, let's turn this on, and then let's turn this on. So I guess this is what's powering it mostly, this redstone energy cell. That's what's directly powering it. But yeah, so what's happening here, I guess I'll explain it, but this arboretum is planting the hummus and the rubber tree and exporting sand. When it grows into a tree, it turns into sand. The hummus turns into sand, and then it exports the sand. So we're getting actually sand from it, so that's cool too. But it doesn't put hummus in here. I'm just storing hummus in here. But yeah, it puts sand, and I believe it would put apples in there as well. Whoops. It won't put sticky resin in there. Sticky resin goes up here. And this thing is what cuts down the trees, and it exports the logs into here. So we have lots of logs. And it also, this thing is called the tree tap, and it pumps the sticky resin out of the top of the logger and into this chest. So we have lots of sticky resin, and the saplings come out the top as well. So sometimes the saplings will go back into the arboretum, and sometimes they'll go into the chest up above. So it's a fully working, rubber tree farm, and it's awesome. It's getting me lots and lots of sticky resin and rubber wood. So yeah, it works really well. I'll move on from that, but that's how I'm getting like a decent amount of rubber from that, like quite a bit actually. When I was troubleshooting errors, and every time I got my game would crash in the error log, or in the there's a rust monster naturally spawned, but I was having some crashing problems earlier, and every time I would crash, it would say these coordinates, and it would say Rakasha error coordinates, and it was actually a problem with the Dungeon Mobs mod, and all I had to do was update, but I didn't know update the Dungeon Mobs mod, but I didn't know that at the time, so I was just like trying to fix it, and it would always give me these chords, and every time I would go to the chords, it would be like a cool spawner, like a ghoul spawner, or like a Rakasha spawner, or something like that, and so I ended up finding like a decent amount of spawners through that way. I didn't mean to, but I was just trying to figure out the problem. But yeah, I got a Ghoul Spawner 2 right there and a Ghoul Spawner 3. And at Ghoul Spawner 2, I just wanted to show you where I got stuff. So, because the Ghoul Spawners aren't that exciting to see. You don't need to see it, but I got something really cool from it. It's down here. You might be able to see it from that. Okay, right here. So I got a third portal gun, and I didn't cheat this in, I swear. But I was so stoked to see it. Like, I have 3 portals now. So right now, I'm going to be making a portal room, probably, and I might use some teleporters as well in the portal room because, I don't know, because those you can have an infinite amount of and go to different places. But, yeah, this one, I'm just using it right now to get upstairs and downstairs. But it's still really useful. Like when I'm like, oh crap, it's nighttime, I need to sleep. Just come down here, sleep. I don't have to worry about jumping up and down and all that. So yeah, it's really nice to have that third gun there. And these are all my swords. I left them with a little bit of power in them, so you could see that I did actually use them. There's the enderbow. But yeah, so those are all my swords that I've been using to get these soul shards. I replaced a bunch of these chests with diamond chests because they were getting... Well, I didn't replace them, but I did the chest upgrade thing right there. And they were getting really full, and I'm probably going to have to do that with the rest of them. But I'm making a storage system, so I didn't want to spend too much time on making this storage system better, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but, I mean, got lots of room, and everything's super organized now, which I'm really happy with because... makes the gameplay a lot funner when you know where stuff is and it's really easily accessible. So let's let's go to over here. Let's go this way. So I played with the Mo Explosives mod, and I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have. This was a while ago, but it made a huge impact on my world, so I gotta show it. But I played with, what was it? I think it wasn't the nuke. I think it was it was this. The nuclear explosive, because it's not quite as expensive as the nuke. I don't even know how to get those enriched uranium cells or anything. Yeah, it was a nuclear explosive. So it wasn't too expensive. Heavy matter. I had to get a lot of obsidian basically to make this. Yeah, I just needed obsidian to smelt into uranium rods, but it it wasn't that expensive, so I wasn't expecting like that massive of an explosion, you know? Like, what I didn't realize is that I have the mod comes with this book that kind of explains everything about Mo explosives, and here it is, and how you should use it. But I didn't see that book, and I can't remember if I died from this explosion. I think I might have. I can't remember, but I ran away really fast because I knew it was going to be bad, and I'm glad I did this far away from home. That's all I can say. Look at this. This is from 1. I was probably in the middle right here on my path, which goes all the way to the end, this way. I wish I could. I might turn. Whoa! That looks crazy. Is that just a lighting glitch? Yeah, it is. That looked crazy though, didn't it? Oh yeah, we're getting. See, here's the special mobs. Holy, that thing looks creepy. But yeah, look at all the freaking damage it did, man. I'm tempted to look at that. You can see it. Look at that. Look at how big that is. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. Oh yeah, you can see it all. Sweet. But I'm just really glad that it didn't drop any items either. Like, it was just explode, done. And I guess the water up there, I thought it would, I guess it needs to be updated before it would fall down, because it's just staying like that. Looks really cool though, actually. I might use this for something. Like, it'd be a really nice place to have it's a nice flat ground, right? So it looks cool too. So it'd be a nice place to have a little base or something. Don't really know. Maybe a big factory of some sort. But yeah, if I kept going this way, I believe it is. Yeah. If I kept going this way, I would get to the end portal. But yeah, we're I guess we're not that far away from home. 300 blocks isn't too much. So yeah, I'm just glad I didn't do it closer to home, because it would have done a lot of damage. As long as it's far away from home, I don't really mind that it did that big explosion. It's kind of cool. So now that we're back home, let me know what you think about this, you guys. I was debating between whether I should keep it naturally looking in the hill or this, or something like this. I think it looks pretty cool though, so I might keep it. This little entranceway here with the wood. But I did start out wanting to just keep it natural looking, but I think this looks better, maybe. The last thing I think I have to show you is, you might look in this chest and be like, how the hell did he get all that soul sand when he doesn't even want to go to the nether? Okay, so I went to the nether. I figured out, one, that I didn't really care about quartz, the vanilla quartz. I don't really, I can generate new terrain when I want those. Oh, there's quartz. Yeah, that kind of quartz I like, and I'm going to be collecting that because it's really useful to me. But, yeah, the vanilla quartz, I like it. I was waiting for 1.5 to go in the nether, but I don't really care that much about vanilla quartz to wait for 1.5. So I decided that. And also, I figured out a way to reset the nether. So let me know if you guys would want, when 1.5 comes out, if you guys would be okay with me resetting the nether or what. But I just really wanted to be able to go here to get soul sand and stuff, because it's really needed, and there's no other way of me getting soul sand. So I made this portal. I don't know about the vines, but I like the rest of the design, for sure. It's even got purple blocks behind, so I don't know. I think it looks really cool. But I don't know about the vines still, but I guess I'll show you the nether. But it's nothing special. I didn't find any any fortresses or anything. Will this mini-map show me fortresses? For some reason, I don't think it did. But yeah, it's a boring nether. Like, there's nothing much around. Nothing at all, really. So I'm not going to go too far into the nether. I'm going to do some exploring in the nether soon, just to see what's out there. Because I've never really, with the mods I have, I've never really explored it. I think I found out that there was stuff on top of the nether. I can't break bedrock, so I would need ender pearls to get through to there. But I think there's like I think the ruins mod kind of glitches out and spawns these ruins on top of the nether. But anyways, now the last thing I have to talk about is this stuff over here. So basically, this is applied energistics stuff, and it's not hooked up properly. I just kind of put all my applied energistics stuff that I've made in a pile here, and I have a lot more to make, so it's really expensive stuff. And I'll be explaining my plans for that and how I'm going to use it next. But where is it? Yeah, this is all my stuff for it, that like my crafting stuff for all the stuff that I'm going to be making. And I know I had a pre-formatter somewhere. Maybe I put that down there too. But yeah, I'm gonna go into my test world right now, and I will be. Well, what's this? Is this the controller? Yeah. Where did I put? Oh, my pre-formatter's right here. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go into my test world and show you guys my plans for the applied energistic stuff and how I'm gonna use it. Alright, you guys, so this is my little test world for all my applied energistics stuff that I've been working on. And the applied energistics mod, I'm going to have a video in the description that kind of tells you a video by Direwolf20. It's a mod spotlight that he explains this mod really well. And that's the that's the video that I kind of learned about this mod with. And yeah, I'm going to do my best to explain, not the whole mod or anything, but what I want to do with the mod and how I'm going to use it and how it kind of works. And yeah, I'm gonna do my best anyways, but so basically it allows, I'm gonna set the time to 0 actually, but it allows for storage. It's a really awesome storage system. So basically what it does is it takes all your items you set up a network, and it takes all of your items into the network through this one access point. You can put them in individually into the chests, or you can just throw them all into this and it'll go into the appropriate chest. And it stores your items as data in a network, so it's kind of like ComputerCraft. It reminds me of in that way, that it just takes your items and stores them as data in these chests. So, if I come in here, I have access to all my items in all the chests. I don't have a lot in here because this is just for demonstration, but I have, look at how much it stacks in. It stacks in lots. So this is just a really sweet little interface to be able to access all your stuff, and then you can take stuff out of here and craft it, and it'll use the items in your system when you craft it. So I guess I'll kind of explain how it works. So we got all these chests right here, and they store a lot of stuff. They store, basically how it works is you put these storage units into it, and so this has stuff stored on it. So whatever chest I put this into, it's going to have this stuff in it. So it's like data on this ME64K storage disk. And there's different sizes of disks. So this is the biggest one you can get. And it's quite expensive. It doesn't look too expensive, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Trust me. And I want to have these in each one of my chests. So yeah, it stores it like as data on a disk, and what am I talking about? And I'll explain what these lights mean. So the green light means that it is running, and it has room, and it can accept any item. So that's what the green light means. When it's off, they all look like that, but when they're on, yeah, it's running and there's room in these chests, and it could be any item. So the red light means that it's full. So I just have a small storage unit in here, and it's full with 8,000. That's still quite a bit of storage for the smallest unit. 8,000 lime wool. So, you know, I can't put anything else into it. It is definitely full. And so that's what it looks like when it's full. But oh yeah, so when you have more than one item type, it takes up more room. So you can store more of one single item than if you were to have like 3 different items, you'd be able to store slightly less. So each item type adds a little bit of disk space as well, which kind of makes sense. So the orange lights, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. These are pre-formatted disks. And so if you take a storage disk, let me see if I can grab one, storage, 64K storage. So if you want it to accept only certain items, you take it over to here, this pre-formatter. You put it in here. Maybe I say only accept purple wool. So purple wool. You can name it, and then it will only accept whatever you put. You can have it to only accept a bunch of items too. You know, you don't just have to limit it to one. So you know, I could throw that in there too, and it would accept both of those things. But yeah, and then you click format. It doesn't use any power, and it formats it. So now it says purple wool, pre-formatted. So now, if I were to stick this in this chest right here, it would only accept purple wool. So I can't put blank patterns in there. Doesn't work. Can't put anything else in there, but I can put purple wool. So, I mean, that's just a way to sort through your stuff and have chests for certain things. And then when you go into this interface here, you can sort it by cell order. So you could have these, have your chests organized in a certain way. So all your stuff was organized in here. And I forgot to mention, you can search for stuff in here. So, you know, if I want a UU, search for UU. There you go. Yeah, so this thing's just really handy if you want to search for stuff. If you like, it's a really easy way to access your items. And like I said before, the better access you have to your items, the funner it makes the game, for me at least. So, so that's how the basics of how this thing works. It's all hooked up to one hybrid and it's running. But I think I might need either 2 hybrids or 1 advanced solar panel along with it for this to be like self-sustaining power. This controller right here tells you every single thing that's in the network that's connected, and for each thing you add, even like the cabling, which is right here. But for each even cable you add, it takes a little bit more energy. So the bigger you have your system, toggle downfall. Don't stop it. But the bigger you have your system, the more energy it's. Oh man. Rain or thunder, choose one. So you can. One of the other really cool things you can do with this is, well, you can hook it up to redstone so you can turn it on and off when you want. So that's what I've done right now. You can get these dark cables right here. So yeah, I have no choice, either thunder or rain. Pick one. That's so annoying. But you can get so you can get these wireless access points, and then you can put boosters in them to increase the range of them. But you make one of these wireless access terminals, and you stick it in your controller, and it will link to your controller, so it'll link to your network. And then wherever you are around your base, you just click in, and you have access to all of your stuff. So awesome. This is one of my favorite parts of it, you know. You can just be anywhere around your base and you can have access to it. But even at the max range, it only goes 32 blocks. So you're going to have to place these access points strategically in order to have it cover the area you want to cover. So if I go too far away, it's going to give me an error message. Oh, no, I still can. Okay, no signal anymore. So that's how far they go. But you can do things like I wired an access point down through there and all the way over here. So if I had it say over here, this will increase my, range by quite a bit. So, now I can go way further back and still have access to all my stuff. So that's awesome. It makes storage like so much better, like so much. It's incredible. Now for the like coolest part, like by far the coolest part of this mod. So if you click, this is basically, I like to think of this as a huge crafting table, and it's made, let me see if I can find the applied Energistics stuff. Yeah. So it's made with heat vents on the outside, and then is it the crafting? No, it's the containment wall around the edges. And then once you put it all together, it kind of forms this block. Like, if I were to take this away, it returns to its original form, see, and it disconnects. But if I add it, it turns into a block. So this is like basically a big crafting table, and you can click into it. So click into it, and you can build it in different ways. Like, this is like 5x5, but I think you can make it bigger or smaller, and you add these things in the middle of them, and they are crafting CPUs, and also right here you have, what's it called? Pattern providers. And the crafting CPUs, the more you have in them, the faster it will craft things. And the pattern providers, the more you have in them, the more pages of patterns you'll be able to put in here. So right now I have 9 pages, so quite a bit. Wow, what the hell? So that's that, and then you have these patterns that you input into it. And if I shift, you can see what patterns they're for. So, you know, if you press shift, you know, you can see what these patterns represent. And basically what this for is you input patterns into your system, you know, and you can automatically craft stuff from here. So that's why I have these craft buttons. Like if I put it on craft only, you can see all the items I can craft with the patterns I have in there. And you can just click it and it will craft for you. You don't have to even put it in the recipe or do anything. You just click it and it crafts it for you. So I'll show you how to make a pattern. So say I wanted to make a pattern for, I don't know, sticks. Say I wanted to make that pattern, which I wouldn't want to make, but pattern encoder. So you put the wood right there. You put a blank pattern right here, and you click encode, and then crafts 4 stick with 2 jungle wood planks. So it's ready to go, and now I just input it into the system, and now my system knows how to craft it. So you just teach it, basically. You teach your network how to craft things, and then you can just automatically craft it. So you have to craft it the one time to teach your machine it, and then you're good to go. I do not like this thunder. So you can actually do multiple steps of crafting in one click. So now since it's been taught this, I don't have to, like, you'll notice that in here there's none of the items to make this advanced circuit. Like, I need rubber cabling, which I don't have. I need cabling, then I need rubber cabling with it, which I don't have. Then I need, one of these, which I don't have. And then I need some more stuff to create it into this. But you can skip all those steps and just click it, and then you can tell it how much you want it to craft. So if I just wanted one, begin, and it will just craft it. Bam, crafted one. So it did all the steps necessary to get to this. So that, in my opinion, is like probably the best like addition to it. Like this mod, like. Oh, I'm just so happy about not having to do all the little steps and just teaching my machine this once. It's going to take a lot of time to put into this because all the items are very expensive, and you have to teach it all this stuff and store it all specially and, format disks. It's going to take a lot of time, but it'll be so worth it when I'm done. I'll be able to have super access to all my stuff. And of course I can still craft stuff, in here, but why would I? Well, if you don't have it, like, your pattern taught to your machine and you wanted to just craft something quickly, you could just craft it in here. But, that's basically all of it. This is just a storage monitor. I don't know. I always do that. I don't know what happens when you click it. You, like, reset it, I think. But those storage monitors basically tell you how much of any one item. It's like a barrel, but you can't take from it. It's just a monitor. Like, it shows you how much cobble is in the system. So 4185. So I'll be using those, but that'll come later. And another thing I'm going to probably be doing, but not till later, is you can hook this stuff up to automatically do things for you. So this would be like a way later addition, but I have this set up right now so that when I flick this lever, it's going to pull. What's it going to pull? It's going to pull cobble using this export bus, which is also part of the mod. It pulls cobble from here. You can tell it what you want it to pull, and when you want it to be active, and you can tell it stacks or single items, so it's awesome. And when it pulls that, then it recycles the cobble. Then the cobble comes out and down and goes into the mass fab. And then once the mass fab produces UU, this thing will take UU, and it's always active because whenever there is UU, I want it to take it. And it will pull this import bus will pull UU back into your system. So it's just automatically taking cobble and making it into UU and putting it back into your system. So you can, I don't know if I would necessarily want cobble, but you know, you could automatically, man, I don't like that. You can automatically create UU and stuff like that, and automatically do stuff. I just kind of wanted to play with it, but you can automatically do stuff just by the flick of a lever, you know. I don't have to do anything, you know, automatically makes UU. So I flick this lever, and it's gonna start pulling cobble. It's not a perfect system because it can't really keep up with itself too well. Like the UU, the mass fab doesn't really keep up too well. Like, but it's gonna put UU in here. It's automatically doing it. So there's 7 in there now. Let's see if we can get to 8. Sorry about the thunder, by the way. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how to get rid of it. So yeah, I guess it takes a while. I wish the scrap would keep up with maybe if I pulled, no. Yeah, I wish the scrap would keep up with the mass fab. So it would always have scrap in here, you know what I mean? You don't even see it though, it just like comes and goes. Okay, so 95, 99. UU gets pulled, put into this chest. We should have 8 now. Perfect. So sweet. So I just kind of wanted to demonstrate that, and I'll probably be using that way down the line, but not anytime soon. But this is what I'm working on right now. So let's go back to my other world, and I can show you like the things I have built, and yeah, the things I have built, which isn't too much. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got half the chests that we need, so we need 10 more chests. That's my plan anyways. We've got some ME cable, we've got the ME terminal, the ME controller, the ME preformatter. This stuff all, by the way, it's very similar in the way you craft it. So like where's the access terminal, you know, you need these conversion matrix, ME cable, the conversion matrix, it's all with quartz. That's why I need quartz so much, and I have quite a bit, but it goes so fast. I figured out I didn't figure this out, but I saw on the wiki that if you macerate quartz, it will, you know, turn into 10 dusts. So that's what I've been doing. I have 10 stacks of it, but it still won't be enough. And I have that one hybrid solar panel for it. I'll probably make a second one. Maybe I'll just use these advanced solar panels. I don't know. But I have my power for it. Oh yeah, I have an MFSU for it as well. So I have all my power set up ready for it. I have about half this stuff ready for it. So I just need to craft another half of stuff. Where is it? Is it in here? Yeah. So, you know, I only have one of these. I need to make 19 more of these, and these are just the most expensive part. These 64K storage. I guess they should be. But yeah, you need to make so much. So much. It takes up a lot of quartz mostly. A lot of ores too, but yeah, the silicon is made from quartz. You smelt the dust. Yeah, you smelt the dust and it makes you silicon. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where the whole system's at. I'm not done, obviously, because this is gonna take. I didn't want to finish it all before, you know, I record it again. I wanted to do some of it on camera at least, but not today because we've already took up a lot of time today in the episode. But we have a lot to do. I think I'm gonna hide all the chests and have it so you just interact with what you need to interact with, which is like this ME terminal. So you just walk up to the wall and click it, and then I might have some storage monitors all around the area, kind of nicely placed to show you, like, just be a visual display of what's inside the system. And then I'm gonna have, you know, access points, so I can just be up there and, you know, access all my stuff, or I can be just anywhere and access all my stuff. and be able to automatically craft it. So that's it for me, you guys. I hope this recording worked. I hope that I can fix my computer and record more, but it's very hard to record for me right now. I've had to cut this recording a few times just to make sure that it didn't screw up, and I just want to take a second to think and make sure there's nothing else I missed. I'm gonna turn my waypoints off. I really like being able to turn my waypoints off because it's so annoying to look at those all the time. So I think I covered everything. I'm not sure, but hopefully I did. But I will see you guys next time, and hopefully I'll get my computer sorted out by then. If you know anything about hardware, like computer hardware, and troubleshooting, like why it might not be working well, it's my graphics card. I'm almost positive it might be my CPU, but I'm not sure. I think it's my graphics card. And if you know why I might have got a performance decrease, let me know. I need to figure it out myself, I guess, because I don't want to go to another computer guy and have him not do anything for me. So if you know anything about that, let me know. And if you know anything about making backgrounds, not desktop backgrounds, but YouTube backgrounds, let me know as well, because I'm looking for a new one. I made a temporary one. I made that myself. I was pretty proud of it, actually, but I suck at that stuff, so I know someone out there could do a lot better job, and I'd like a background. I need a background really bad. If I have to, I'll pay for it. It's as long as it's professionally done, I'd pay for it, because I know I can get it professionally done and pay for it, but I'd rather not have to pay for it. It's just a simple small background. The new backgrounds are pretty simple. There's nothing complicated to them. That's why I was able to make it. But yeah, I'll stop talking and see you guys later. Peace.